What is up, everyone? Welcome to Crypto Capital Venture. I want to talk about ADA. I want to zoom out and zoom in on the charts. I want to talk about Sundae Labs. Before we dive into these things, by the way, I'll have timestamps for you real quick. Everybody, you can notice I'm in my car doing a video, and it's kind of the name of the game here, probably for the next couple of months or so, maybe 1 to 2 months as we go through a big move, Sarah and I. But I just tweeted this earlier, saying goodbye to this very special office studio. I'm grateful for what God has provided and allowed me to work on and build over the years. Look at that. I've gotten so used to that office, everybody. I'm excited for this next season of life, and I'm looking forward to keep building. So I want to just throw this out there. I appreciate everybody's patience as I have to do videos like this as we go through this move, and quality will be a little bit different for a little bit, but I appreciate your patience. Let's jump into the video. Let's start here. The moment we've all been waiting for has finally come. We're excited and proud to share that SundaeSwap and the ISO will be launching on the evening of Thursday, January 20th, Eastern Time. Check out the article below. Let me answer a really quick question that I know I've already been getting. What CCV pools? Is it only one pool? It's all of the CCV pools. So CCV, CCV1, CCV2, CCV3, CCV4. There's 5 pools total. There is a ticker, CCV5. That is not mine. That is a scammer. It's an impersonator. They've already retired the pool, but it's still in play. It's just not fully retired yet. So just beware of that. CCV5 is not part of Crypto Capital Venture and is definitely not part of the SundaeSwap Labs ISO coming up this Thursday. So real quick, I wanted to go over just some points, some bullet points. When is it? It's Thursday. Now there's key dates. Obviously Thursday, January 20th. That is when it launches. It becomes a fully functional beta decentralized exchange. Tuesday, January 25th. The first round of ISO rewards will be calculated on January 25th. I think a lot of people are going to be wondering that. Well, that's the answer. The first rewards calculated on 5 days after, on January 25th. And then Thursday, January 20th, a key date because yield farming also begins for Sunday. So this article, and I'll post a link in the description, goes over all of the details, how to participate, all that good stuff, all the rounds of the ISO. Remember, there's 5. It's a 5 epic window, so there's 5 rounds. January 25th, the 5th round, February 14th. So that's kind of the timeline in that regard, and it goes over things, how to ISO, how to yield farm, and it goes on, win the taste test, why beta. We're launching with this label because while the DEX's smart contracts have been fully audited and the DEX will meet all industry standards for security, the implementation of fully decentralized governance will not be immediately possible due to the existing transaction size limits on Cardano blockchain. How fast? Goes over it, and I'll put the link in the description below. Everybody, this is really exciting. We've been waiting for this launch, and now it is here this upcoming week on Thursday. So I'm really excited to see how this plays out. This is the growth. This is very, in my view, symbolic of the growth of the Cardano ecosystem. SundaeSwap Labs is a huge part of the Cardano world. This is really exciting. So let's pivot over to talk about Cardano, ADA, on the weekly. Right now, right around $1.31 as I do this video. And there's some things on this chart I wanted just to kind of update and go over, especially on the zoomed in chart. Before we zoom in, before we look at what's happening right now, this is the weekly. The weekly, the only thing, there's probably a lot we can look at. What I want to just point out is the upside potential for Cardano continues and remains to be there. And now in this environment where Cardano, and you can just get a really nice visualization, not even on the chart itself, but just on this RSI momentum oscillators, it's been months and months of lower lows and lower highs. That's a perfect illustration of the opportunity that exists, not only within Cardano, but in crypto, because we see a lot of these charts in crypto right now over the last months. So this is historically, from my perspective, this isn't financial advice, everybody. This is historically where opportunity begins. But y'all know that because I've been talking about it nonstop. Let's go to the daily. Let's start zooming in on some really, really important things. Number one, on the daily chart, we have this bullish divergence. You see here on this RSI, slower moving momentum oscillator, from right at the beginning of December, right around December 10th. putting in that low, coming back up with a higher low now, and kind of we're in the midst of a very interesting consolidation, very interesting structure, and that's what I want to dig into. What's going on right here on this RSI? What's going on right here on the chart? And I want to dig into that on the 6 hour. Now, that bullish divergence that we see there is very good. It is not a guarantee that the Cardano is that the bulls are going to over deliver for us. It's not. There are some very important things we have to watch for. Now, before we pivot to the 6 hour, want to dig into something very important. That is what's happening right now, today, right now, on this daily chart. You can see Cardano above that 20-day moving average. If you remember, this is a key area. Cardano bulls have to break these moving averages. It's been in a downtrend. It's been below all of them. You can see the 20-day, the 50-day, obviously, definitely the 200-day, but that first milestone, the first achievement for the bulls will be the 20-day, and right now it's a really big day for Cardano on these charts because Cardano's getting a nice green candle above it currently, right? Started below it. Right now we are above it, right around $1.31. There's almost 3 hours as I record this video left on this daily candle. So first things first, will be interesting to see if Cardano can close above the 20-day moving average. Remember, resistance really strong at the 50-day moving average around $1.35, but only 4 cents away. That move could happen very quickly. We need to monitor it. And then let's pivot over to this exact move that is happening and the importance of it on a more zoomed in time frame. And I want to start with this clip from the other day. But we see it time and time again, these pullbacks to these trend lines, right? And so what I'd be looking for is, number one, the pullback, but number two, how does Cardano interact, right? What I'm talking about in that video is what has happened. And I'm not patting myself on the back. I know some people say that sometimes. Why do you replay clips? It just helps so much to set context into what we've been tracking. And this is what we've been tracking from a technical analysis perspective. And it really does illustrate and show how well technical analysis works, because these moves are moves that happen often. It's not because I'm like some wonderful technical analyst that does really good predictions. I only talked about it because it happens often. It's a pullback to a key trend line. And that trend line is a really critical trend line. Zooming out on this chart, this goes back to last February. So zooming back in, and this is a 6 hour, everybody. Zooming back in, Cardano is there. So in that video, I'm saying, how does Cardano not only, first off, does it get the pullback? How does it interact with the trend line? And so far, we see a bounce of support at the trend line. And that's a very big deal that we should definitely begin monitoring. This could be the beginning of a bullish confirmation for Cardano. The true bullish confirmation, though, comes, and here we are on the 6 hour, with this. The story of the moving average is being broken. You know, we want to see it on the daily, the 20-day, the 50-day. But this, right there, that's the lower high Fibonacci resistance. Can Cardano even make it there? That's the first question. Second question, can Cardano break above it? This is reflective, this area, this channel, and I'll chart it, what it is. It's a Fibonacci. I'll chart what it looks like, but this is just a reflection of the lower highs that continue to come into play for Cardano. We've had these moves to the upside before, and they just didn't play out for the bulls. We have to be very, very careful that happens again, right? So here's what we're looking for. The bullish confirmation is a break through that channel, and what it is, it's that last swing high, kind of a fake out area. This was the end of December, and swing high to swing low. And you know what? Let me chart it on the daily. The daily is what I used for that Fibonacci. The 6 hour, when I chart it, it gives us a little bit of a different Fibonacci because of the wick, I think, on that daily chart. So Fibonacci on the 6 hour, just for context, now that I did it, $1.39 to the 786, $1.47. On the daily chart, we're looking at $1.51 down to $1.41. So I'd say $1.40 to $1.50 is kind of that lower high resistance for Cardano, dependent on what you're charting this Fibonacci on. That's a Binance daily chart, and that's a Binance 6-hour chart. So you can kind of see the difference in terms of what the Fibonacci looks like. But in general sense, $1.40 to $1.50 is what I'm watching for huge resistance for Cardano. But the first question really is, can Cardano even make the break to that area in the first place? But the bulls have a lot of stepping up to do. Good thing is, it wasn't too long ago when I was doing this video, Cardano was at $1.11. We were wondering if it was even going to get the pullback, and it has gotten the pullback, and that's first things first, right? That's definitely a success for Cardano, and now on this 6-hour, you can see it kind of holding above that lower trend line. So this is what I'll be watching for tonight. Can Cardano on the daily make a move to the 50-day moving average leading into tomorrow at $1.35? More importantly, can we start making its way? Can ADA start making its way into the $1.40 to $1.50 range to test this lower high resistance? Can the bulls wake it up? And can we see a strong move to the upside? That's what I'm watching. I appreciate you. Hit the subscribe, hit the like. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.